everyone. Today we deal with a new topic, methods of psychology. The scientific status of psychology comes from the use of scientific methods. Psychologists have evolved certain scientific and standard methods to study behavior. Here, in this video, we are going to discuss different methods used to study. Before discuss the methods, let us consider the meaning and characteristics of the scientific methods. What is methods? Methods refers to the procedure of doing something for collecting facts pertaining to the subject matter with which the particular discipline deals with. That is, it is the different procedures we use to collect data for our study. A scientific method should have objectivity, systematization, reliability, validity, etc. What is objectivity? It is a foremost characteristic feature of a scientific exploration or inquiry, which refers to bias-free. It is quite objective in its approach, and it is almost free from biases, prejudices, and subjectivity. That is, it keeps research activity from researchers' value judgment, which means that the explorations are uninfluenced by any pre-notion, prejudices, beliefs, attitudes, and personal biases of the explorer. Then validity. It is a fundamental characteristic of any scientific measurement. Validity refers to how accurately a method measures what it is intended to measure. If research has high validity, that means it produces results that correspond to real properties, characteristics, variations in the physical or social world. Then standardization. It is another important feature, which refers to standard condition of study on the basis of which a norm for a population may be developed. And the norm is developed to predict the relative position of an individual on the dimension of measure in the population of which he is a part. To consider a method as scientific, it must have the aforesaid characteristics. It should have reliability, validity, objectivity, and standardization. Then let us discuss the major methods. The major methods of psychology are observation, interview, case study, survey, and questionnaire. What is observation? It is a basic method of scientific study employed by all sciences. It is a deliberate inspection for collecting facts. There are different types of observational methods, which are naturalistic observation and controlled observation, participant observation and non-participant observation. Naturalistic observations are done in natural situations or real life setting. In non-participant observation, the observer observes the group passively from a distance without participating in the group. In the case of participant observation, the observer watching the events or situation or activities from inside by taking part in the group to be observed. Observation methods are relatively cheap to carry out, and a few resources are needed by the researcher. However, they can often be very time consuming. Next method is interview. Interview is a face-to-face conversation or verbal exchange between at least two individuals. There are different types of interview: structured and unstructured interview. Structured interview. It is a type of interview in which the interviewer asks a particular set of predetermined questions. And unstructured interview. It is the interview in which the interviewer asks questions that are not prepared in advance. Interview is the most popular method. More accurate information can be obtained by using this method. It is very expensive, especially when large and widely spread geographical sample is taken. Case study method. Case study method involves in-depth study of a particular case. It is also known as clinical method. It involves preparation of the life history of the case by collecting information from various sources. Next method is questionnaire. It consists of a predetermined set of questions and the respondents are required to answer them as instructed to respond. This device is used to collect factual information from the respondent itself. The questionnaires can be administered both in the individual and in group situations. Survey method. It is used to study the prevalent patterns of behavior in a particular group in a given period of time. Some other tools of data gathering are also used in survey method. These include interview, questionnaire, etc. Let us conclude. Today we have discussed about the meaning of method and the different characteristics of method and different kinds of methods. And the fundamental characteristics of any scientific measurement are validity, reliability, standardization, objectivity, and systematization. And the different methods used in research are observation, interview, case study, survey, questionnaire, etc. Today itself, we have completed the first module of the paper Introduction to Psychology, and in the next week, we will start the next module, the second module of the paper Introduction to Psychology. Hope all of you enjoyed the topic. Thank you for watching.